welcome to episode 10 of Salute to the Ears. Joining me today is my son, my boy, Jackson.
Hello.
So today what we're going to do is we're going to use our imaginations a little bit. We each get 3 movies, okay? 3 movies, and we get to turn them into either a ride or a resort, okay? Okay. So we've been kind of talking about this one for a couple, 2-3 weeks now. Mm-hmm. So I've had some things going on. You're fully back in school doing the whole virtual school thing.
Yeah.
How's that?
Okay.
It's okay. It's a little different though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sitting there, they're basically sitting in a Zoom class on Mondays and Tuesdays, and half days Thursdays and Fridays.
Yep.
And 3 hours on Wednesday.
Yeah.
So school's different. Everything's different. So little escape is to talk a little Disney. Mm-hmm. Talk a little Walt Disney World. And like I said, today we're going to talk about, we each get 3 movies, turn them into either a ride or a resort. We only get 1 Marvel movie because we'd probably go completely Marvel if we could. But 1 Marvel movie. And we'll go kind of in depth with it somewhat. Okay? And we're going to figure out who's going to go first.
You can go first.
I have the coin flip thing on my phone here, so we can. So, heads, I go first. Tails, you go first. Okay? Here we go. And who's going first? Oh,
3.
You're going
go
first.
Go again. Best 2 out of 3.
Okay, one more time. Here we go. Oh, boy. All right, down to one more.
Go again.
And who? Oh, boy, you get to go first. So, all right. What is your first movie?
Ant-Man.
Ant-Man. I thought about this one. Okay.
So, for Ant-Man, I decided to do a resort. And so...
I did not think you were going resort with this. Okay.
Okay, all so... Right. Basically, the resort's theme is basically shrink down to the size of Ant-Man. Everything around the resort is giant. Almost in like the middle of the resort, you would have all giant, almost like a backyard.
Okay, so if it's a resort, what do the buildings look like? He's based in San Francisco area. I think.
So maybe do those type of houses, like the ones you see on Full House.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably do that. Yeah. Okay, that may work. I did not think you were going to go resort with that one. Huh. You could also make this fun. Mm-hmm. Make it when he's giant to make everything little. That'd be fun. Going to the pool or the restaurant. You're giant and everything's little. Okay, so Ant-Man based in San Francisco. So everything is...
Even the food, we're talking giant pretzels or giant muffins,
Okay.
Talking big.
Talking big, but you still have to be able to eat them, right?
Almost like a shareable size.
Okay, I think you could also you could go a whole San Francisco kind of theme with it. You could have Fisherman's Wharf, and you could have different kinds of foods. Mm-hmm. That are associated with San Francisco. Yeah, you could probably make that work a little bit. Okay, that one kind of took me by surprise. Okay, well, my first one is one that you knew was going to come. It kind of goes along with the whole San Francisco thing, but it's San Fran Tokyo. It's Big Hero 6.
Okay.
This is most definitely a ride. I think with this ride, I'm going back and forth on where I would put it. I don't know if I would put it in Tomorrowland, because Tomorrowland needs some help right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Or if I'm going to put it over in Hollywood Studios somewhere.
See, I would put it in Epcot.
You'd put it in Epcot.
I would put it in Tokyo. Or not Tokyo, but I would
put it over in Japan?
Yeah.
Maybe. Okay, so...
Because there's hardly any rides throughout the countries, and I would get more circulation throughout the countries.
Yeah, it could. So, but this ride, I went back and forth on the kind of ride it would be. Mm-hmm. Okay? It can either be a roller coaster where you're strapped on the back of Baymax, and you're flying through, and you're seeing the different landmarks from
that'd
San
be cool,
Fran, Tokyo.
yeah.
Almost like you're flying on his back, and you see the bridge. You see different landmarks throughout the town. Like some of maybe kind of Tokyo-ish, some kind of San Francisco.
Like the movie, yeah.
Yeah. So I think you could do that. Or you could also, and this is how I was kind of leaning, was actually kind of a Flight of Passage style.
Uh-huh. Oh, that'd be fun, yeah.
Yeah, where you're also, again, kind of on Baymax's back, flying through the city. You have a villain. You come across your other heroes. Okay, you're going through the whole fight scene. You're fighting with Baymax, and just kind of going. You're still seeing those sights of San Fran, Tokyo, and at the end, it's not gonna be like the end of the movie because we don't need everybody leaving the ride crying, but it's gonna be, you capture the villain, you win the day. I think it'd be fun. It'd be a good way to kind of bring some of that technology over to another park. Like I said, I kind of lean towards Magic Kingdom, but I don't know where in Tomorrowland you would put it, because I don't think that space is big enough where Stitch's Great Escape was.
Yeah.
Because that would be a really long queue at the beginning. But they need some help over there. Tron's going to help. I don't know if you could put it in where Monsters, Inc. Laugh Factory's at. Because that thing is about seeing its last days, I think. So, trying to find somewhere for it to go over there. Or if they ever expand Hollywood Studios more, I guess you can maybe find somewhere over there. But I still don't know where. Maybe where like the Voyage of the Little Mermaid is, over in that area. Maybe take that out. But
you couldn't do that though.
I don't know. I mean, there's already been lots of rumors that one's going away. But at the same time, yeah. 'Cause you got another Little Mermaid ride over at Magic Kingdom.
That's true, yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know where I'd put it. But yeah, that's the ride. I think I'm leaning more towards like the Flight of Passage style. Just to bring some more of that technology, not just another roller coaster. But a roller coaster would work too. So, and when I think of roller coaster, I'm thinking more, of course I got several indoor ones, but I'm thinking indoor, kind of like Rock and Roller Coaster, where things are kind of bright and in your face. So, that's what I'm kind of thinking with that one.
Okay.
So, yeah. I guess we're already moving on to our second one. So, I guess you went first last time. I have to go again. Okay. All right. I'm going to go to my resort. Okay. My resort, I'm going to go with Mulan.
Ooh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reason why I'm going with Mulan, one of Walt's original ideas when he was designing Walt Disney World and the resorts that went around it, he wanted you to feel like you were traveling to another country when you were going to those hotels. And before there was actually the thought of the Grand Floridian, there was a Chinese or Asian style hotel that was planned. So that kind of Chinese architecture. So I would go back, I would revisit that idea, throw Mulan in there.
Almost as a small theme, almost like Lilo and Stitch with the Polynesian.
Right.
Yeah.
So I would, if there was any way to make it a moderate, I would. Just because I think there's a whole lot of deluxes and DVC resorts right now. I think they're kind of lacking on some moderates.
Right.
So I think I would, if there's any way to do it and make it a moderate, I would. I would have the sharp pitch lines that you see like in the Mulan movie. I would leave the Huns out of it. So I think you could make a fun dragon or Mushu type slide in the pool.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool, yeah.
Yeah. You could have the different family guardians throughout. You could have all the different topiaries and the, what are those little trees called? But bonsai trees. You could have different bonsai tree-esque throughout the park. You could have a really good, like, sit-down Asian restaurant.
Yeah.
Which I think they're kind of lacking other than Disney Springs with Marimoto's.
Yeah.
But I think in the resorts, they're kind of lacking that. I think there could be fun themed dining there.
Yeah.
You'd still have to have some American stuff there just to draw people there for the food. But I think that'd be a good way to bring another culture, another theme into a resort there that's not there already.
Yeah, I agree.
I like the beach themes that they have, but I think the beach theme has been kind of overused. Some of the other resorts I kind of thought of, I don't know, maybe you're going to go there, it'd be fun to try and make a Wall-E.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool. Almost like the new Star Wars hotel they're making.
Right. I'll go over those at the end because I might step on some of yours. Okay, so what is your second one?
Okay, for my second one, I'm going with Lion King.
Lion King. For a ride.
Yeah, for a ride.
Okay,
so I'm picturing almost a Soarin'-type ride.
Okay.
But you're traveling the savannas and the different scenes from the Lion King.
Okay.
So you're going through like the grasslands, you're going past Pride Rock.
Okay.
You're going to the elephant graveyard, and it's almost like Soarin', how you can still feel the winds and the...
Right. I don't know if we want all the smells to go along with
that.
But... So, is this going to be over in Animal Kingdom?
Yeah, that's where I would put it.
Okay. No, I think that would work. I think there's good smells you could still get out of that from the grasslands, or if there's like a herd of wildebeest, you can still smell the dust.
Yeah,
you know,
or go dive past a waterfall, or
I think that would work.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a good way to kind of get some people into more rides in Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Animal Kingdom itself, the theming in Animal Kingdom is
great.
I mean, Joe Rohde, his guys knocked it all out. Like, perfect. So, trying to take people to Africa.
Yeah, I'd put it over in Africa. I'd go put it over by the Lion King show.
Yeah.
Or in that little cove over there.
Right. Yeah. It'd probably be a good place to put it. And it would also probably be a good way to get people interested again going back out on the safaris. The safaris is still popular, but it's not as popular as it used to be.
Yeah.
And it's because everyone has started going over to Pandora. I think if you have to figure out how you're going to do it, because with Soarin', you're on an airline, and he's taking you around. So you have to figure out what you're flying on going over the savannah.
Or you could even do it more like Flight of Passage.
Yeah.
And then have it more like you have like the bird's eye view, or...
Yeah, that could work. Or you could just have it, maybe you're just on like a helicopter or something.
Yeah.
And flying, or let's see, what else could you be on?
I don't know if that would fit.
Yeah.
Like the Lion King, then. I think you'd have to do it more of a safari.
Right. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
No, it's a good idea. How do you make that work? You could. Well, you're kind of already doing a safari over at Kilimanjaro Safari, so it'd be like, it's almost like you're getting into a big Jeep or something. And seeing that stuff. Or
you just totally design a new ride system, almost like Flight of Passage. So you're almost like riding the animal, so you feel like the breathing and the...
Yeah. I was thinking Zazu.
Yeah.
Maybe you incorporate Zazu into it.
Maybe he's like your tour guide, your pilot, your flight attendant.
That might work. So, yeah. Going through everything from around Pride Rock and seeing all those animals, the graveyards, the grasslands, across the desert, over to where Timon and Pumbaa are.
The jungle.
The jungle, and well, that could work. That could work, and seeing all the different animals. Yeah, that one would probably be pretty fun. So, now you get to go twice in a row.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So for my third and final one, I'm going with Onward
Onward. Okay. For a ride?
for a ride.
Okay. Not where I figured you was going to go. Okay.
Okay, I don't know why I thought of this, but I thought, so you know how the new Spider-Man ride's coming out? And it's going to be really immersive and you're able to control your own,
Uh-huh.
like, score and all of that. I say you do that type of ride, but you use, like, the magic element from Onward,
Mm-hmm.
and each person gets their own, like, staff,
Right.
quote unquote staff,
Mm-hmm.
and you use a different point system. Almost,
Okay.
or almost like Toy Story Mania.
Okay.
And then you're using it to go through the storyline to help them out during the story.
Okay. So you have to basically, are you like trying to cast spells? Are you,
Yeah, I think so.
or just shooting things with the staff?
Yeah, like that. I haven't thought
Okay.
that far, but yeah.
Okay. So let's see. How do you make that work? So your ride car would look like Guinevere.
Yeah,
So-
like at least the outside, yeah.
Yeah, the outside of it.
And the inside's maybe like the
So-
seats and the...
Mm-hmm. And you got different scenes where you're going through, I think.
Oh no, I really just redesigned this. Okay, so you have screens around the entire car, almost like a U.
Uh-huh.
No, a full circle, okay?
Uh-huh.
And then you have two people sitting up front in the front seats. You open up the back doors.
Uh-huh.
You have two people back there, and then one side on the left and one side on the right, and those doors both open.
Okay.
So then you have 6, right? 2, 4,
Yeah.
6.
At most 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then I think if you do that, do you make it so... That'd be too tough to do. I was going to say make it almost like a smuggler's run where, like, you
I
have
was
a
almost thinking
driver...
about that, yeah.
Where you have a driver, but then that's going to get too hard, I think.
Yeah.
So I think what you'd have to do is almost have each position have like their own little staff, and then where you can aim that staff somehow at different targets and shoot
And maybe
things.
that staff has a different target than the one in the back or the front.
Right.
So then
Okay.
each person gets their own individual task.
Okay. Where would that ride go?
I was thinking Magic Kingdom, maybe in Fantasyland, or Hollywood Studios, and almost have it where in the Pixar.
Right. I think they could do almost a whole Pixar land connecting
Yeah.
like where Toy Story Land is
Yeah, almost the opposite
over
side.
to where like Voyage of the Little Mermaid is.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Like make that whole area like a Pixar area.
So you start with Toy Story Land, and then you just stretch it all the way
Right.
with different Pixar
Yeah,
things.
because I think you could have things in there like Onward
And
or
Monsters Inc. You
Monsters,
could
Inc.,
completely
Cars,
redo
like-
a Monsters Inc. ride.
oh yeah, completely. Now that was I thought about that one. I was like, I don't know. So I didn't go Monsters Inc. So my last one, which is one I figured, I thought maybe you'd go with. There was a couple I thought you'd go with. One movie I thought for sure you were going to go with was a Goofy movie.
Yeah, I completely forgot about that, to be honest.
So I'll talk about that one here in just a minute. But the movie I'm going with is Avengers.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Avengers, and this is going to be completely immersive. Okay? You're going into the whole fight scene for saving New York.
Oh, okay.
Okay? And you somehow got caught in the fight. This is going to be like a trackless ride. There's going to be like, it's going to be kind of like Rise, where it's going to be kind of multiple systems, okay?
Yeah.
It's going to be a trackless system. You're going to go through these animatronics. Loki's going to be the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
And at different points, you're going to have animatronics of the different Avengers, of Loki, and you're going to have the fight going on at some point. Most of the heroes are going to save you.
Uh-huh.
Okay, whether it's Cap coming in with his shield and fighting things off and saving you, or you get over to another part where Iron Man comes in and it's almost like he grabs you, and this is where like it's almost going to be like a flight simulator.
Yeah,
where you're going to fly up and then you're going to hear him yell out to, like, Hulk or somebody of, like, here,
drop
catch
you.
him. Yeah, and he's going to drop you. So
That'd be cool, yeah.
I think there would be a lot of possibility for that ride.
Mm-hmm.
That one, I think, would have to be... You would think it would have to be over in Hollywood.
Yeah.
But it's going to have to be wherever they decide.
To put Marvel.
Yeah.
I think what's going to happen, they're just completely going to add another section onto Magic Kingdom.
I don't think it's going to be on Magic Kingdom. I think they'd almost rather have their own land.
I don't think it's going to be an entire new park. I think that would be too difficult and too expensive.
Then I think if they're going to do anything, then it's going to get added onto Hollywood. Because I don't know that it necessarily fits Magic Kingdom. And Magic Kingdom is pretty pristine and classic.
It is Tron, but...
No, but you can fit that into... you can fit Tron into Tomorrowland.
And true. Yeah.
It's got that whole sci-fi...
Okay.
You can't get... it'd be really hard to get that whole Avengers... Because you're going to have more than just this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Or do you stick it over in Epcot where Guardians is going in over by there?
Oh, true. So you just completely...
Yeah.
You just completely half off the park and you completely set it to Marvel. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess you could do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that would be fun. I think whenever you come out of it, I think there needs to be a place to get shawarma.
Or at least a shawarma restaurant near the ride,
Yeah. So, no, I think there'd be all kinds of good things. You can do things with Thor there. You can have animatronics of Hawkeye shooting his bow.
Yeah.
And arrows, cool, going across. I think there'd be... I think that's the only movie I can think of, or type of movie, that could compete with Rise.
Yeah.
And I almost feel like that whenever they can finally start doing stuff for Avengers at Disney World,
it's going to be good.
Yeah, it's going to have to be completely and totally immersive.
Yeah.
Somehow. Like, I don't know how it's going to be, if it's going to be in Epcot, if it's going to be, hey, let's take a good chunk of Tomorrowland and revamp it, and you have like the whole Stark experience there. Because, I mean, Iron Man was another movie that I was kind of thinking about for a ride. I don't know how they're going to do it. So, all right, did you have any other movies that were on your list as like honorable mentions? Nope. Okay. So I had a few. Like we talked about Goofy movie. I think Goofy movie, the original Goofy movie, where he's going camping and he wants to go see Powerline. I think you could turn that into a really good like log ride.
Oh, okay.
Like if they hadn't already rethemed Splash to Princess and the Frog, they could have done that. I think. Yeah. And I think it would.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I think it would have somewhat fit in.
Yeah, that would be
especially if you were just doing the camping part. So I think that would have been a good one. Another one I couldn't figure out how to make it work, was Meet the Robinsons.
Really?
Yeah. I think it would be a fun ride. I tried to figure out how to make it a ride or a resort, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah, I don't know how you do a resort, but the ride would probably be cool because you could do... I was thinking maybe like a test track type ride, but with a time travel
Yeah, I was thinking of something with time travel, but I didn't know how I wanted to do it. I wanted to think of something original that isn't necessarily playing off of just another ride
system.
system.
I would completely design it, and you have, when you first get on the ride vehicle, you take off. So you start at that 60 miles an hour. And then you're already in the future because you went so fast. So then you go through all the different...
Yeah, I don't know that you can... I was trying to figure out a way to put it in Tomorrowland.
You can put it in Tomorrowland.
Yeah, I'm like, something in the system of like, almost like, whenever you'd walk into like Stitch's Great Escape, whenever you're going through the queue, you'd like, especially when it was the alien one, there was like a whole queue you had to walk through.
Uh-huh.
I feel like there's some way to take that. It's like walking through all of his inventions.
Oh, yeah, that'd be really cool. Yeah.
And then taking one of those inventions and like that invention gets lost and you have to take the time machine and try and go and find it.
Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I think that might be a good use of that space. Already said Iron Man. Incredibles would be another good one.
Yeah, you could easily do something with that.
You could do so much with Incredibles, whether it's just a universal, hey, you're going along with the screen type ride, like Spider-Man there, or Transformers, or whatever. You could do something with the Incredibles there. I think other hotels, I already told you, Wall-E. Wall-E would be pretty cool, I think. Mm-hmm. I think it would be a pretty, I don't want to say another easy way to do it, but you could do it, but I almost feel like it would almost have to be kind of like with the Star Wars one, where it would have to be more of an experience. Because I don't know if people would want to come and stay for a long time and something like that. The other two I got are Tangled.
Okay.
I think you could have a whole nother European typed themed.
Remember what that town was called, right?
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
Corona. Yeah.
Hey, you couldn't call the resort that, couldn't you?
No, you can't. You probably couldn't. So yeah, Tangled might be out.
Yeah.
So yep. The other one is Mary Poppins.
Oh, okay.
You could have a whole English-themed, English garden type resort.
That'd be really cool.
So
I could totally see that.
Right. It's lots of garden views. You wouldn't necessarily need the lake views, but you might be able to get away with something on the river. Mm-hmm. Lots of cherry blossom trees. So.
Oh, and it'd be super cool if you added like an English pub or a.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You have like an English pub there, a place to get fish and chips. You have all the lamps, so they look like gaslight lamps lining the roads.
What would you do for the pool? I would do, okay, for the pool, I would do when they jump into the animation, I would have like the penguins.
Exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
And like the merry-go-round, like that type of decoration around the pool.
Yep, that's exactly what I would do. So, yeah, that'd be a good idea. That'd be a good one. So, I think on my hotels, I would either go Mulan or Mary Poppins, for sure. So I think those would be the two easiest, and you would kind of feel like maybe you're going somewhere else. There's kind of some of Boardwalk that actually kind of has some of that feel to it. It would actually work well over there, but I don't necessarily want to get rid of Boardwalk or anything like that. Yeah. So it would have to be, I think, another Magic Kingdom resort. So I think that'd be a good place for it. But I don't know for sure. Probably does have to be Magic Kingdom.
Yeah.
Possibly something over by Hollywood Studios, but I don't know.
Or even by Epcot.
Yeah, it could be. Only thing is, I know it's going to be very similar to Boardwalk. So
yeah, that's true.
So I was just trying to kind of get it away from there. So probably Magic Kingdom. That's what I would say. So, and then Mulan would definitely be by one of those two, Magic Kingdom or Epcot, yep. So, I think those were definitely some good ideas for rides or resorts. Any other ones you want to add in there?
Nope.
You can think of? Nope.
I'm okay right now.
Okay. So, would you rather, see if I can come up with this off the top of my head, 'cause I didn't think about one. So, would you rather stay in, nope, we're going to go rides, because you're more of a ride guy than a hotel guy, okay? Yeah. So would you rather ride my Big Hero 6 ride or my Avengers ride?
Probably the Avengers ride.
Yeah, I figured that's what you would say. So which of my hotels do you want to stay at?
Probably the Mary Poppins one.
Mary Poppins
that one sounds pretty fun.
Okay, all right.
Or the Mulan one. That one sounds fun too.
I think they both would work. So.
Okay, here's a would you rather for you.
Okay.
Would you rather have the Lion King ride or the Onward ride?
Oh, because I'm competitive. I like those kinds of rides. If we can figure out a way to make the Onward ride work well, I say that one.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's going to be where we're shooting at stuff like Toy Story Mania.
No, you have it like you hold the wand almost like an upside down broom.
Yeah.
And you have like a trigger or a touchpad on the like.
Yeah. No, there's some way to do it.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I don't know. I think that one. So. Okay. Yeah. Good talk. We kind of talked about this one a little bit. I think there's lots of good ideas out there. We could probably talk about this for a while, but we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. So if you guys would, go ahead and follow us at Twitter and Instagram at Salute to the Ears. You can also listen to this podcast at other places, Spotify, Stitcher. You can also find us on Salute to the Ears at simplecast.com. And if you would, go out, find your joy, and have a magical week.
See ya.